Yo, what's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Let me know in the chat if you hear the audio, how the audio and video. Let me know. Quickly check Twitch as well. Yeah, Twitch is good as well. All right, good. Sheeta Dorgon, what's going on? Drake Rose. Yo, I swear that's Indo, man. Indo, isn't that you? I've been feeling that. That's gotta be Indo. This is Drake Ambassador over here. Kitsune, what's going on? I swear that's Indo on Twitch. That's gotta be Indo, man. Either that or Indo hired you. Because it is. How did I know? All right. Good stuff. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. All right. All right. So, we're gonna get into it very quickly. Better check your wallet in the verse. You know what? with Drake Ironclad coming out, man, it's gonna be a tough one. Like, thinking about it, like, which release is going to be the bigger release? Is it going to be the Galaxy or is it going to be the Drake Ironclad? Because the Drake Ironclad is going to be a solid contender for a general purpose ship. And I feel like the Ironclad can actually pull it off. I know the Galaxy has what do you call it? The Galaxy has, what do you call it? The modularity, but the Ironclad, with the amount of space it comes with, is going to be insane. You know, especially with the fact that CIG is releasing smaller parasite ships that gives you access to further other gameplay loops. You know, you can, with the Ironclad, you create your modularity with the other ships that you add to the ship. But the Galaxy, your modularity comes from what you install in the ship. So it's different. Assault with the fabrication. Yeah. Check your verse wallet. Did they take your money? Did they like take your money? Are you broke now? What happened? What's going on? Oh, they did it. So they know where the money went and they took it. Well, I'm not surprised that happened. They said they were going to do it. So like when people do like the exploits, like they think CIG don't know, man. CIG have ways of knowing, man, to be quite honest. They have a way of knowing, man. You know. All right, so let's get into the show. It's gonna be a little bit different. It's not gonna be gameplay tonight, but what we're gonna do is in this video we are going to cover some of the key. There's going to be two major gameplay loops coming in from Star Citizen 4.7, which I'm really excited about. Very, very exciting features. The very first one that they did release, they did a tech preview for, was crafting, which was a big, big step forward. They did a crafting tech preview. They only did one, and they gotten the information that they needed from that, which was really good. It's a good sign. And number two is going to be the inventory, essentially the inventory redesign, which is what I call inventory version 2, right? So, yeah, so that's where we're at. What we're gonna do, we're gonna cover some of the things that the patch notes that comes with these introductions, and then we're gonna talk about um how we can expect this to translate into 4.7. Really exciting stuff. All right, so yo, in Indo, that's a bot. Don't worry about it. All right, so let's get started. All right, so we're gonna cover the inventory stuff first. I think the most exciting one is gonna be the crafting. So let's cover the inventory stuff. So inventory, design update, tech preview. Inventory has been reworked to give you more control and flexibility over your gear. Instantly organize your inventory with one click. Stack all functions. Find items faster with natural language real time search. Yes, that is in, but it's broken. Much improved visuals, layouts, and performance. By the way, like, I've gotten the privilege of testing it out, so it was pretty cool. It's a good step in the right direction with the inventory stuff. It's really exciting stuff. All right, so now it says here major feature inventory panels. The redesigned inventory system featured two independent, interchangeable panels that give you full control over your gear management. The left pane default to your personal inventory, while the right displays other inventory such as vehicles, nearby containers, crates, or loot from dead bodies. You can seamlessly transfer items between panels with drag and drop, equip items directly from either the panel onto your character, or access any nearby inventory simply by pressing the default keybind I. To give you an example, if you bring a store all with you and place it near several dead AI, you can quickly transfer the loot from each body, whoa, directly into the store all via the new inventory system. This is huge. That's what I haven't tested yet. I went to when I did the Evo test yesterday. I went to see if I could do a bunker, but the AI was on crack. They whooped me, man. They killed me. But I wanted to go there and test how it would be to, like, do a bunker and how looting would be, but I didn't get to because the AI were they were like on crack. So um we'll have to test again. This is a good test case right here for me to go and test to be able to grab all the loot from the bodies next to you, right? So yeah, what I've done is, in when I did the Evo test, I would stand next to, you can stand right next to the terminal that you access your local inventory from in your hangar. You don't need to interact with it, but you can stand right next to it and have other boxes or containers next to you. I think it's around 3.5 meters is what people are saying. The distance where it needs to be from you to actually access it via the inventory interface. You hit I, you should be able to see all the containers. So I had 3 containers next to me, plus the kiosk for my local inventory was also right next to me as well. So I could see my local inventory, I could see my personal inventory, I could see the other 3 containers and swap between them, left to the right, right? So really, really, really cool. Really, really cool. It's gonna make, especially with crafting coming up, base building stuff coming up, you need a feature set that will support those and make things a little bit more streamlined and easy to manage. Um, the materials that you're gonna be collecting, the large numbers of resources you're gonna be collecting. You're gonna need a way to move those things around pretty quickly from container to container, keep things organized and stuff like that, right? So this is a big feature. Okay. Each panel includes intelligent feature like real-time search, customizable filters, capacity indicators, and stack call and sorting options to keep your gear organized. All this is there. So I have an image of what they showcased a while back. This is during CitizenCon, right? It's a little bit updated. It's a more refined version of this, but this is close enough, right? So you'll have your personal inventory, you have local, and all the other containers that are laying right next to you. You can access them. Even if you see something in the background, like through here, let's say that gun right there, you can literally grab that gun and put it into whatever container you want to, right? So it works that way. And if you want to drop an item, you can drag it, and then once you've picked it up from whichever container, you'll have an option right here that will pop up saying drop. So if you want to drop something, you can just quickly drag and drop it right there, similar to what we see in other games. Okay, so yeah, so it's pretty cool. Key interface features interchangeable panels, displays, any two different inventories simultaneously for each comparison and transfer. Personal inventory defaults left and pane by default shows your personal inventory. However, it can be opened on the right side, allowing you to transfer an item from your backpack on the left to your core on the right. For example, sub inventory navigation found along with sides of the panels. These quick tabs let you switch between all items to view or specific containers, backpack, core, or legs. So what this is talking about is these here, right? So this is all. You guys can see that, right? This is all. And then your core, your backpack, and then your legs, right? So all the things that you can store things in will be on here as well. And you can also filter based on the different categories as well, based on what you want to see as well. So really, really cool feature. Sorting is right there. So it's similar. There's a similar stacking icon there, but it doesn't look like this, but kind of similar, but not exactly like this. But all that is there, right? It's really, really cool. All right. Smart item placement. Item drag to personal all automatically prioritizes your backpack, then core, then leg storage. Nearby inventory access. Press I to instantly open any accessible containers, lockers, or lootable bodies within range. Multiplayer protection. Inventories lock when another player is accessing them, preventing conflicts and item loss. Interesting. This is another one that I would have to test. Oh, so that's good. So I don't know how I feel about that. Like this whole inventory locks feature, man. I don't know. Because I like the way what do you call it? I like the way Dune implemented it where like certain PvE locations you go to, it will the inventory is accessible to everybody. There's a copy of whatever is in that container for everybody to grab. Because Star Citizen is going to be huge when it comes to org play. It's going to be massive when it comes to org play and having groups of players doing missions together, especially big events and that involves large amounts of people. It's going to suck in terms of sharing the loot, right? So I kind of like the way they implemented things with Dune, where PvE locations, all the inventory shared. So everybody can grab it, grab their version of whatever item is in the container. I kind of like that, but I don't know. World highlighting. Active containers are highlighted in the game world with directional arrows when off screen. Interesting. Okay, that lets you know where you're accessing whatever is in the world. Stack all. So smart inventory organization. The new stack all functionality automatically identifies and combines stackable items across your inventory with a single action. That's nice. I did click this button, but I don't think it was working because I didn't see things stack. So in the version of the build, the very first version of it, it wasn't working. So, but I would like to see this. This is actually a pretty cool feature once it's working. One-click organization, instantly consolidate ammunition, consumables, medical supplies, and other stackable items. Smart detection, the system intelligently identifies which item can be stacked together based on type, condition, and properties. Interesting. Okay. Enhanced search system. Finding your gear is now faster and more intuitive with completely rebuilt search system. The new system uses natural language in not and is not case sensitive and gets instant live results with real-time filtering as you type. Pretty cool. This, like I said, this wasn't working in the first build. What it does is if you type something and it's found, you'll only see that item. After, the rest of your inventory will no longer be accessible, even if you clear the filter, right? So that's the issue with that. But I'm sure they'll resolve it in the next build. Equipment panel. Your character's equipped weapon and tools are displayed on a dedicated equipment panel on the bottom left side of the interface, giving you an instant visibility of everything you're carrying. The panel intelligently separates your current held item from holstered equipment, making it clear what you'll drop if you pick up something new. So what they're talking about is here, right? Equipment panel. So this is the bottom right here. No, right. I'm covering it, but it literally says equipment literally at the bottom of where my webcam is. Okay, so yeah, so this is what they're talking about, where you can see what's in hand, what you can see what you have in your holsters, and also you can see the gadgets that you also have on you as well. So all of that is there. All right. All right, equipment panel features, held versus holstered. Top row shows currently held items, clearly separated from holster equipment below. Attachment visibility, weapons attached, displayed directly beneath each weapon, showing empty slots for available upgrade opportunities. Equipment subtabs switch between weapon, firearms, and other tools, knives, gadgets for organized layout management. Visual equipment states empty slot equipped items and available attachment points are clearly indicated. Yeah, so it's very similar. It's very similar to this, right? If you highlight a spot, if you highlight a spot on your character, it will highlight in your inventory what items you could put there and vice versa. It was a really cool feature. Really, really cool feature. Quality of life update for this. Very, very did a good job. Did a good job with it. Quality of life improvements. Moved all functionality, transfer entire inventory content between containers with a single action. Perfect for quickly moving gear between ships, storage, or vehicles. This includes click modifiers for quick movement of items. Standard click is to select or use item. Shift click transfers from one inventory to another. Double click, quick equip and unequip. Right out and click drops. Okay, this is good to know. Once again, like these are good quality of life updates for inventory management. It's gonna make you get through the inventory screen very quickly with what you need to do, especially like in combat scenarios. You want to quickly grab something and get out of the fire zone. You want to quickly grab something real quick that's important, just to escape. a combat scenario, you can quickly do that, right? You can quickly get things off of your out of your backpack or your person and quickly equip something or quickly pick something up without having to worry about dragging and dropping and making mistakes there, right? So this is huge. Okay. Box, what's going on, bro? It's been a while. Hopefully you're doing well. All right, so improved container fill display. Visual capacity indicators. Immediately see how full each container is. Color coded warning. Know when your approach capacity limits. Yes, this is in. This is pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see how full a container is just right off the bat. Enhanced filtering. Quick filter categories, weapons and armors and consumables, components and more. Multi-select filters, combine filters to narrow down exactly what you need. Technical improvements, optimized item list processing, significantly improved performance when handling large inventories, reduce network traffic, more efficient client server communication for inventory operations. Yeah, so it did feel very snappy when using it. It's a good first implementation for an Evo build. It's a lot more stable. There are a few kinks that they need to work through before they put this into the wider PTU, but I'm thoroughly impressed with the new inventory. Huge, huge, huge. I understand why they needed to implement this with crafting. If they did not put this in before crafting, the crafting experience will suck. It would be a lot more tedious than it needs to be. So this will make things a lot easier, right? I mean, look at how they're gonna allow us to navigate resources, right? We'll be able to, based on this, if it's still a thing, because I didn't do the crafting um test. You'll be able to actually see like what the mats are and stuff like that, right? So you know what I would like to see is a container that can contain multiple mats, possibly, but I'm not sure. So like I'm wondering, are these containers? Because you can see 488 quality, right? So these are different quality levels, and you can see that this one is 50% full, quality 910, and it's 50% full. So I guess each of them are containers. So I wonder how they look physically. I wonder how they actually look physically. 1000 quality. Damn, it's good quality right there. All right, so what's going on, Jonathan? How you been? All right, so now, the most major feature coming out is going to be crafting for 4.7. For those that don't know, there was an ISC, I forget his name, I don't want to butcher it, from Benoit. Jared interviewed Benoit. I think it was last Friday, or was it last Thursday? And there was a lot of information out, and he was the one that they essentially it seems based on that conversation, they are aiming for crafting to also be dropping with 4.7. So which is why they did this tech preview here, right? So for crafting, I didn't actually really talk much about it since it came out. So let's talk about it now. Crafting fabricators have been added into your home inventory that will allow you to test the first implementation of item crafting. With this, you will be able to craft and select an amount of armor, FPS weapons, ship weapons, backpacks, and more. Interesting. Getting started with crafting to begin crafting, bring your fabricator up the freight elevator at your home location hangar. Locate the terminal on the fabricator and interact with it to open the crafting interface. From here, you can view available blueprints, manage materials, and queue up crafting jobs. Very, very good. All right. Blueprints are recipes that define what can be crafted. When you select a blueprint, you see the required materials, quantities needed, and the relevant material in your inventory for that item. All right. So what I'm hoping is they introduce multiple ways of seeing blueprints, right? Getting blueprints. Number one, being able to go out and find blueprints from basic to epic level, however they want to tier them, right? Just through gameplay and looting off of NPCs or looting off of containers from different locations, right? Also, number two, through the mission givers, getting certain blueprints from them would actually be pretty cool. Gives you a reason to continue to grind and do more of their missions. And how else? How else? I guess it is mission givers and looting. I can't think of another way to get blueprints, but at least those two ways will keep people coming back regularly to try to get some good blueprints. Okay. So working with materials and inventory, materials can be stored in your local inventory at your current location or by placing them in a cargo grid of the item fabricator itself. The crafting interface displays materials from both sources. Materials come in different quality levels and you can mix different qualities together to meet recipe requirements. Add materials, drag and drop materials from the material list into the recipe. Click the X next to each aspect to unassign those materials if you want to make a different choice. Okay. Crafting and queuing items. Once you've selected a blueprint and assigned materials to it, choose where you want to finish the item delivery using the deliver to option and decide later once the crafting finishes. You can queue multiple crafting jobs that will process sequentially, track your active projects, and see estimate completion times directly in the interface in the queue screen. Accessible from the left hand tab bar. Interesting. All right, so all the major features from that we've seen in games that we've played today, um, which is really good. Which is really good. Dismantling. So players can break down items and recover materials. Currently, this is only available for breaking down crafted items and not generic items obtained from shops or looted items. Simply place items in the interface and starts the dismantling process. So from the sounds of this, they're going to go back to all the items they've introduced into the game and make them craftable or dismantleable. Dismantleable. This is going to be a huge undertaking. This will probably take a while. So this is why they're wording it this way. And I get it. Like there's so much things that they introduce in the game. It's crazy. But this is good. Yeah, this is important if you want to get resources off of a certain item that you no longer need, and then you could use it to build something else, which is good. New resource currently not working in the refining side. This release of crafting comes with two new materials to find and use in many fabricator blueprints. This includes as azlerite and orotite, and can both be found on Hurston and Ariel as ship minables within the trash and acidic biomes. Interesting. Okay. And then they had disclaimers for the build at that point. All right. So, yeah. So, big feature set. Big feature set. Truly exciting. What do you call it? Inventory version 2 and crafting are going to be major release for 4.7. And what I think they need to, I know they said that they're not gonna do a wipe, but I think they need to do a wipe because I would love, or what I'll probably do is I'll probably do like I'll use my Alticon and start from scratch just to get that experience, right? To start with a small ship and go through the crafting loops, the mining, getting the better items and stuff like that, and working your way up that way, and then you actually get to experience a whole different experience that hasn't been in the game yet. You know, especially if you have multiple ships already, and you kind of lose um the experience when you have many ships already in the game. So I think it's always good to have an alt. This way you can experience the game from scratch. Okay. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to cover tonight. I wanted to cover the major features that were coming in for 4.7. I believe 4.7, probably around March, is probably going to be the time when we're going to see it, probably towards the end of March, I think. But we'll see. Depends on how these tech previews go. Hopefully we see crafting and inventory in the next tech preview. And then once they do that, I think we won't be too far along from getting the first PTU build. Okay. All right. So I did a poll, and the question was, will both crafting and inventory V2 be in 4.7? And 82% said yes. Yes. So I agree 100%, man. Like, they're taking the entire, because right now their patch cycle, they're going from, we're not getting anything for February. So it's like every 2 months we'll get a major patch. So implementing inventory and crafting isn't too big of a deal for them to deliver this in March. I think there's a high probability that we'll see this. Okay, so yeah, so those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts. You guys, if you do watch this video, I'm gonna also have this as a video on the channel. Make sure you're subscribed. If you haven't already, we're actually doing a giveaway. I forget to mention at the beginning of the live stream. We're actually doing a giveaway for an RSI Hermes. Kudos to CIG Free to give it over to the channel for one of you guys to win it. And how we're gonna do it is make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Make sure you're following the Twitch as well. And make sure you're leaving comments in videos and live streams from now till the end of February. So at the end of February is when we'll actually do the draw. So just make sure you're doing that if you want to participate in the RSI Hermes. The RSI Hermes is a pretty good ship. I actually really like it. Great general purpose ship, and its ability to the tractor beam makes it so valuable. The way the tractor beam works on that, man, it's huge. It's huge, huge. Okay, so make sure you are doing that if you want to participate. All right. So guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. I know it's a short live stream. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care, guys.